Hello, how are you all doing? Welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key. We are live for Wales versus Ghana. Wales versus Ghana in a World Cup warm-up game that, to be honest, Wales would have expected would have been an actual World Cup warm-up game. I think they would have been hoping tonight would have been the game that they would have been preparing for the World Cup. The final, maybe one of the World Cup warm-up games at the Cardiff City Stadium. Sadly, it wasn't to be. Wales crashing out in the end. And yeah, not great. Not great. But, alas, Ghana are preparing for the World Cup. Wales are not. How are we all doing anyway? Are we all finding our little in-betweeny period between the World Cup starting and the Premier League season and the Champions League season finishing? Or the Champions League finishing anyway. Aftab, wait, am I noticing something different? I don't know. In what sense? Noticing something different in what sense? How are we doing, everyone, on TikTok? How are we going? Oh, it's the lights. Do you know what? I didn't even see the lights. Yeah, I do need to sort the lights. Hang on. Let me change the lights. What should we have? Should we have red? Come on, we'll have red for Wales. Go on, let's have red for Wales. Hello, Pete. How you doing, mate? Lovely to see you. No lights. There you go. Well, we've sorted it. Jellyfish says best dream 11 Welsh team. You'd have goalkeeper Southall, centre-back Williams, Davis, Roberts, Bale, Giggs, Speed, Ramsey, Rush and Bellamy. Yeah, Rush and Bellamy front two. Possibly. Not Robert Earnshaw. Or Hartson. Ethan, how's it going, mate? LG says my prediction, Ghana to win 2-1. I think Ghana's attack will be too much of the Welsh defence. Well, Ghana's attack today, you can see the lineups on the screen now. Ghana's attack is a little bit more of a surprise. I really thought we would see Semenyo starting today, but no, we haven't seen Semenyo today. Semenyo is on the bench for Ghana. As is Inaki Williams, as is Nuama. There's a fair few attacking players on the bench worth noting. For Wales, there's Lewis Koumas, who might be worth a look. Brennan Johnson. Nathan Broadhead. Who else? Capaccio, maybe. A couple of decent players in there, but certainly for Wales, Dan James will be a key outlet for them. Sorba Thomas down the left-hand side. Sorba Thomas was a fantastic player in the playoff game for Wales, but just couldn't quite make it work in the end. Jellyfish says Ghana manager used to be Fergie's assistant. Yeah, Carlos Queiroz. I was going to say, yeah, he is. He was. He certainly was, wasn't he? Finners Matty probably doesn't want to change or chance Semenyo getting injured just before the World Cup. Well, look at the Ghana fans. The Ghana fans have turned up at Cardiff in record numbers. They're bouncing. They're loving it. They're absolutely loving it. LG, are you doing the Northern Ireland game tomorrow? No, mate. No, won't be doing the Northern Ireland game tomorrow. No Northern Ireland game. Aha! Watership Alan, how's it going, mate? City of Northville Areola is a good signing. Alex Scott, probably the best value deal to be made right now. Some think he gets you most of what Andrews gives you, but a much better price. Andrews? Andrews? Are we going Elliot? And was that meant to be Anderson, I guess? Sir Key, have you heard? Sir King Kenny has got cancer. Yeah, very sad. Two Liverpool legends, Kenny Dalglish and Kevin Keegan, both sadly diagnosed with cancer, fighting. And certainly hope they recover. Apparently Kevin Keegan, there's you know, he was diagnosed with cancer in January. He announced he was fighting it. It was stage 4. He announced yesterday. But apparently they're still fighting. They're still pushing. But a very, very Big wish from us to them to make sure they're okay anyway. Aidan Key, what was your thoughts on Arsenal in the Champions League final? It was a dreadful performance, wasn't it? Absolutely dreadful performance. 28% possession, was it? Something like that. Can't go into a Champions League final and show that lack of ambition for me. I thought that was really poor from Arsenal. I thought it was really poor. They've got a bunch of players there who... And again, it's characteristic of Mikel Arteta. Honestly, if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be raging. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be absolutely raging. They've won a league title, of course, and they'll be delighted with that. First one in 22 years. But no, I think they were really, really timid in that final. They were very, very lucky as well. So for me, could be wrong. Each has their own. But for me, I think if I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be absolutely raging at the way they approached that Champions League final. It was negative from the off. They got their noses in front, very fortunate to do so, and then sat off, didn't they? And that's how it is with Arsenal. That's how it is. It's always the way. Yes, Shahid. How are you doing, sir? Watchalong, Alan, I'm okay with Areola. I'd have preferred Slot to stay, but there's a high ceiling to be found. See, for me, I really, really didn't... I really didn't want him to go, Arne Slot, and I didn't see an obvious upgrade. That was why I didn't want him to go. I didn't see an obvious upgrade, so I looked at it and thought, well, he might as well stay. City of Northville, they had a chance at a quadruple and came away with 1 of 4 with $1 billion squad playing scared football. That's it. Absolutely. Jellyfish Kevin Keegan, the only British player to win the Ballon d'Or twice. And a fabulous player he was as well. Ross, what did you want him to do? Well, maybe have a go at it, Ross. What do you think? Maybe if you're an Arsenal fan, you'd have wanted him to have a bit of a crack at it. Is that not fair? Is that not worthwhile? Is that not like a... Is that not what you want in a manager? That he has a pop at the opposition? I just thought it was absolute ultra Arteta, that. And there's Arsenal fans who still linger under this delusion that he's going to play like attacking football next season. Honestly, it baffles me. It absolutely baffles me. You've got Arsenal fans sitting there going, yeah, he's going to play attacking next season. Now he's won the league, he's going to change to an attacking approach. Behave yourself. What you saw in that Champions League final, you want to see more of it. Daddy-O, for me, he did perfectly shut PSG down. If it wasn't for the youngster playing out of position, I think PSG would have still been trying to score. I mean, you could also say if the referee had got the decisions right? PSG would have been comfortable winners on the night. Finn's Matty, is Areola coming in as head coach or manager? Allegedly, he's coming in as head coach. And there were rumours that we were going to appoint Xabi Alonso, or there was discussions with Alonso. He wouldn't flex on manager. He wants to be manager. For that reason, he went to Chelsea. But there was conversations with Xabi Alonso, and we said no. Pete, both wear the 7 shirt. What's the odds? I hope they both fight it. Well, I really, truly hope they're both here with us when Liverpool lift number 21 next year with a bit of luck. Evening Welsh, how's it going, sir? City of Northville, they still got picked off. Why not try at glory and do yourself proud? Yeah, I mean, I think Arsenal have got enough good players that they shouldn't be sitting off and playing the way they did. Mad Dog Josh, see Declan Rice and Saka in talks with Madrid. I very much doubt it. Wales, by the way, Wales coming into this game, Wales are 37th in the FIFA World Rankings. 37th versus Ghana, who are 74th. Yes, C. Wheatley. Kingsloth, evening key. Is this a friendly? Yes, it is. It's a World Cup warm-up game. Ghana versus Wales at the Cardiff City Stadium. But yeah, it is. It is effectively a friendly. Adam says Nathaniel Brown of Frankfurt linked with Arsenal. Mikel Arteta to be handed 200 to 300 million to spend. He's going to need it. He's going to need it. Is Semenyo in the squad? He is. Yes, he's on the bench. He's on the bench. I, 'cause, 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 ' Right, we're off and underway. Let's get the game, the clock started. We're off and underway at the Cardiff City Stadium. Sorry, I've just got a slightly new configuration today, so I'm playing about with some bits. Oh, there you go. That should be a little bit better anyway. How are we doing, everyone? Yeah, that should be a little bit better, maybe. How are we going? Good to see you, everyone. Did you watch the Belgium game, and how was the Doku performance? I haven't seen the Belgium game, but I'll tell you one thing. I do absolutely love this Welsh kit. The new Welsh kit is absolutely brilliant. And the Ghana kit's very nice as well, to be fair. Ball whipped in from the left-hand side. Ghana get it away. But yeah, really, really nice kit, this Wales one. Wales pressing very high as well. Kiefer Moore starting up front as well. It's BBC One Wales for me. It's on BBC One Wales. It's also on BBC Three, by the way. Yeah, it's BBC Three. Yes, Archie. How's it going, mate? I don't even know, says hello, Key. I'm back. What a Monday I had. I have to rest now because I hurt my shin. Five-a-side football after I got absolutely Kai Havertzed by someone. Absolutely Kai Havertzed. Love that, mate. Unlucky, good defending, and it's going to go out for a goal kick. Nearly. A big chance there for Wales. Three-star Welsh kit to celebrate the anniversary of the Welsh FA. Oh, is that what that is? Well, it was a really good... I really like it. Very, very good kit. Nice kit. Sorba Thomas, I'd love him at Norwich. Hez says Wales are awful, mate. Well, listen... They should be at the World Cup, shouldn't they? I'm sure they'd be disappointed by not being at the World Cup. Yes, Liam, how's it going? Key, who do England potentially face in the round of 32 if they top their group? I honestly don't know, mate. I couldn't tell you. I don't know what the tournament sort of... The tournament thing looks like. It depends, I guess. I have no idea. Prefer Ghana's kit. Wales looks too much like the rugby. Archie, have you watched much of Middlesbrough this season? Everton are leading the race to sign Hayden Hackney. Is he any good? He is, yeah. He's all right, isn't he, Hayden Hackney? I think he is quite good. He'd be all right for Everton. He's a very Everton type of signing. He's one of them that could kick on and could be a little bit like James Garner was, I guess. Do you know what I mean? James Garner's done really well at Everton. Hayden Hackney's kind of similar profile. Could come in, do really well. But then again, he could also come in and be a bit James McCarthy. You know, be a bit sort of, yeah. He's all right. I personally, I don't think Hayden Hackney's a wonderful player. But he's young. He's done well at Borough. And, yeah, I think he'll do all right for Everton. Mr. Al-Shamari Key, did you know Saka and Odegaard only have 10 combined completed passes against PSG? And Arsenal's average positions were only 24.7. In the lowest recorded in a Champions League final. Embarrassing. Yeah, and also the lowest of the time with Mikel Arteta, right? Yeah, 24% possession is the lowest they've ever had in a game with Mikel Arteta as manager, I believe. Welsh Wing, do you remember the Robson Kanu goal v Belgium? Yes, wonderful turn, wasn't it? Good turn, good finish. LG says if England finish second, we probably face Colombia. Okay. And what are we saying? Sorry, City of Northville projections say that third place from those groups could possibly be teams like Ivory Coast, Saudi Arabia, Norway, Algeria, Congo, Senegal. Senegal could be a bit. Oh, do you know what? Senegal played quite well against the USA the other night, didn't they? Long throw at the touchline. Ghana, get it away. This is better, much, much better. Ghana go all the way back to the goalkeeper, who tonight, by the way, is Ati Ziggy. Lawrence Ati Ziggy of St. Gallen in the Swiss League. He is Ghana's goalkeeper. And at the back, they've got Jerome Opoku of Başakşehir, Istanbul Başakşehir of Turkey. They have Jonas Ajeti of Wolfsburg, who's just signed for Wolfsburg. He's a very promising young Ghanaian centre-back who's coming from the Swiss League. Then they have Marvin Sanaya of Auxerre. Mensah is in midfield. Gideon Mensah. Well, he's more of a wing-back, I guess, with Ishak Fatawu, who's a very talented player at Leicester. Liverpool were looking at Fatawu. I think he might leave Leicester this summer. Obviously, with him going to Leicester... with Leicester going down, Ishak Fatawu could be one that maybe makes a move to a Premier League side. But he's done very well for them. Thomas Partey starts in midfield. Less said about him, the better. And Alicia Owusu, another Auxerre midfielder. Then they've got ex-Southampton midfielder, Southampton winger, Kamaldeen Suleimana on the wings. Prince Adu of Victoria Plitzen in the Czech League on the left-hand side. And then it's Jordan Ayew of centre forward. Jordan Ayew, who, has bounced around England for a long time, hasn't he? He's been at Villa, he was at Swansea, he was at Palace, now he's at Leicester. Getting on a little bit, Jordan Ayew, but still a very talented centre-forward. Gamer Guru, hope things are going well with everyone. Just dropping in to say hi. Very busy time for me over the next few months. Yes, mate, congratulations again on the new bundle of joy, mate. We'll see less and less of you, I'm sure. But yeah, pop your head in as and when you get the chance to. But I hope everything's all right, mate. Priorities. New baby has to come first. But yeah, lots of love to you and your better half. Graham Harrison, how's it going? Good to see you. Who else are we missing? Sorry, I'm missing a load here. After Key, we kind of need a Liverpool moderator here. Think about it. To be honest, mate, I don't know how many mods we've got at the minute. I think we've got 3, 4. The channel's still fairly small yet. Maybe we'll see where things are in a few months' time. Maybe around the start of the new season. If things have picked up a little bit and it's getting busy, then fine, we can have a look at it. But at the moment, it's probably still... I think we've got enough. It'd be overkill to do more. Hiller, how's it going, mate? Lovely to see you. Shahid, sorry, Liam. I just realised England v New Zealand game on Saturday. Yeah, we're doing England-New Zealand. We're also doing England-Costa Rica, which are the two sort of England pre-World Cup games. So we'll be watching both of those. Is Suleimana ex-Southampton? Yes. Yeah. King Sloth, I've got an Arsenal pencil case for sale. Missing 2 pens, though. Open to offers. Love it. Love it. Doing really well, thanks. She's out of the incubator, doing really well. Amazing. Fantastic news. Progressing. That's brilliant. Lovely, lovely. Just in time to make me cancel my transport to the parade. Good reason, though, so I don't mind. That's it. Mate, listen, I'm sure you didn't miss anything significant. Big chance. Oh, nearly 1-0 Wales. Oh, Lawrence Atty-Ziggy was in no man's land there. Comes flying out. I tell you what, it's a very loud goalkeeper's kit, that as well, isn't it? Do you know what it reminds me of? Do you remember the guy who was the goalkeeper? Was he the Mexican goalkeeper at the '94 World Cup? What was his name? Oh, someone help me out in the chat. The Mexican goalkeeper at the '94 World Cup, and I'm sure he created his own goalkeeper kit. It was bright. Was it Campos? Might have been. I think it was Jorge Campos, wasn't it? Wales. Chance, little set piece routine, must be, big save, marvellous save from Atty-Ziggy. Oh, it should be 1-0. Dan James backstick, big header, wonderful save from the St. Gallen goalkeeper. There you go. It wasn't Higuita. No, Higuita was Colombia, right? Wasn't Higuita. El Chapo Guzman. But yeah, big save that from Lawrence Atty-Ziggy. I don't even know, says Key. I've seen many Liverpool fans who won't cheer on England at the World Cup. Are you one of those? I mean, I'll be honest, mate. Do you know what it is? I don't actively dislike England. I'm not that guy. I just don't care enough. Like, if England go out, I'll probably feel the same disappointment when Scotland go out. In the nicest possible way. Scotland will go out and I'll be a bit like, oh, that's a shame. Scotland first World Cup in 28 years. You know, a bit disappointing for them. When England go out, it'll just be like, oh, well, there you go. Now we can focus on whoever's left in it. France, Spain, Brazil, Argentina, whatever it might be. It was Campos. That was the one. Yeah, Jorge Campos. He had a very loud goalkeeper's kit, I remember. Very similar to the one that the Ghana goalkeepers were in tonight, by the way. City of Northville, I'm with you. The World Cup underdog stories are more interesting than seeing one of the expected powerhouses win. Yeah, I mean, look, if you think back to the best World Cup tournaments that we've had, for me, it's going back to, you know, South Korea in 2002. That was a little bit corrupt, that one, allegedly, the way they got through against Italy. The Italians still haven't got over that one. South Korea getting to the semi-final. Turkey getting to the semi-final in 2002 as well. Senegal, you know, going the distance. There was a lot of really good teams that did well. Oh, unlucky. This is better. Much better. Wales into Kiefer Moore. All early pressures from Wales here. Dan James. Excellent play. Must be. Big chance. Off the bar. Oh, Ghana get it away. It's still in. Sorba Thomas. In the area. Wonderful run. And Ghana just about get it away. Scrambled away by Ghana. All the early pressure coming from Wales. Off the crossbar. Joe, do you ever feel like having a day off on nights when there's not a lot of football on? Never. Never, ever, ever. Last night it was Norway and Sweden. That was probably the only game we could have done. But yeah, I mean, listen. Do you know what? These are. I'm not gonna sit here and say these are the most riveting games that we watch. They're not. But they're friendlies. They are World Cup warm-up games. You get to see teams like, let's be honest, Ghana. I mean, who would have known who Lawrence Atty-Ziggy is? And tonight we've seen him pull off a couple of wonder saves. Two saves there he's just pulled off. And all of a sudden, I really like him. He's got a pink goalie kit. Very loud. I like him. Lawrence Atty-Ziggy. One to watch for the World Cup. All boxed up. Remember Shiliver, who scored free kicks for Paraguay, and Higuita with his scorpion saves. Two brilliant goalies. Shiliver was a bit of a... I mean, Higuita as well. Higuita used to just come out and try and play like centre-back. They used to have split centre-backs. He was a very, very progressive goalkeeper in that sense, wasn't he? Trying to come out and play with his feet. Shiliver was just a crazy, crazy goalkeeper. Deciding to come up and take free kicks. Joe Talks Footy. Has Liverpool ever had a player from Ghana? Ooh, do you know what? I don't know if we have. Have Liverpool ever had a player from Ghana? I'm not sure, you know. I'm trying to think now. Have Liverpool ever had a player from Ghana? Maybe we have. A Liverpool Ghanaian player. Can anyone in the chat help me out? A Ghanaian Liverpool player. I mean, we've had, like, you know, Naby Keita was from Guinea. Titi Kamara was from Guinea. We've had plenty of Senegalese with Diouf and Jow. We had Mali. Momo Sissoko was from Mali. Trying to think of, you know, fairly Rigobert Song was Cameroon. Trying to think of players from, like, West Africa that I don't think Ghana. Have we ever have? I don't know, you know. Don't know. Tony, where is this game live? Couldn't find it on Amazon Prime. It's on BBC Three, mate. It's on, yeah, BBC Three. If you've got it, you can watch it on BBC Three or BBC Wales. Welsh wing, wasn't there an Ecuador player got attacked by the Mafia because he scored an own goal that knocked them out? Yeah, Andres Escobar. No relation. He was no relation, but Andres Escobar was alleged. Well, he was gunned down. He was shot allegedly by the Medellin cartel shortly after the '94 World Cup, because Colombia. Whether it was because of this or not is another matter. But allegedly he was shot after leaving a bar in the early hours of, I don't know if it was in Medellin or was it Bogota. Either way, he was in Colombia. He'd come back after the World Cup. He was a defender. And, he got shot. He got shot and killed. And allegedly, the gunman said that was for the own goal. How true that is, we don't know. But that if you Google it, if you look it up, yeah, Andres Escobar, God rest his soul, did pass away. Godwin Antwi, Google said. Yeah, Godwin, I remember Godwin Antwi. He was about 2005, 2006. Rafa Benitez signed him shortly after the Champions League final. But he never really kicked on. Don't think he got a game for Liverpool. Sadio Mane, yeah, Sadio's another one. Cheers, Daddio. Carl Key, did you hear the nonsense Troops was saying about Arsenal? I haven't heard. I've got to say, I've not heard. What's he said? Go on. Enlighten me. Roger McCalmont Key, no, Liverpool have never had a player from Ghana. Well, allegedly, Godwin Antwi is the only one. Pete, are you doing our pre-season friendlies, Key? Possibly, yes. Cheers, Jimmy. Thanks, mate. Should be a little bit better, shouldn't it? Timbo Key, I didn't know Liverpool had Mali from Sissoko. Mali from Sissoko? Is that what I said? Did I say Mali from Sissoko? Sorry, I meant Sissoko from Mali. What time's the World Cup final going to be UK time? I think it's 8 PM. Hang on a second, I'll tell you. Let me get me little notebook out of all the games that we've got going on. Yes, it is 8 PM kickoff, the World Cup final, UK time. The third place playoff is a 10 o'clock kickoff UK time. Semi-finals, both semi-finals are 8 o'clock. Unfortunately, the quarter-finals, get this, quarter-finals are 9 PM UK time. 8 PM UK time, both fine. 10 PM UK time, again, you're fine with that. And then there's a 2 AM quarter-final kickoff. The final quarter-final at the World Cup kicks off at 2 AM. And there's plenty of round of 16 games as well kicking off in the early hours. Couple of 1 AMs. A round of 32 games kicking off 2:30 AM, 1 AM, 4 AM. 4 AM kickoff time. So we're going to be live throughout the night. Joe says, what are we saying, sorry? We're signing Palestra from Atalanta, right back, apparently. Yeah, well, he's I think he's... Is he at... Oh, he's been out on loan. He was on loan last year. Did very well, but he's only a young lad. Apparently Lewis Hall has thrown his toys out the pram with Newcastle, hasn't he? Will, I've just seen John Barnes has confirmed a cancer diagnosis. Him along with Keegan and King Kenny. John Barnes has now as well. Oh my God. Is that really true? John Barnes? Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, John Barnes has undergone surgery after being diagnosed with prostate cancer. Bloody hell. Get yourself checked, gents. Very, very important, yeah. So John Barnes recovering after surgery for cancer. Kenny Dalglish has got cancer. King Kenny and Kevin Keegan sadly battling stage 4 cancer as well. Bloody hell. Well, best wishes to them all. Hope it's a bloody awful thing. Absolutely awful. Right, it's gone behind. Is it going to be a corner? No. Kiefer Moore. What's Kiefer Moore putting crosses into the box for? Kiefer Moore, you want him in the area. Absolute nonsense. If he's out on the right wing putting crosses into the box, something is going wrong, Craig Bellamy. 3-star says Forest. Transfer links. They're going back in for Mateta. Jean-Philippe Mateta to Forest. Something doesn't ring true there. I thought he was going to AC Milan. David Fratesi looking at bringing in Jan Zhukalski from Roma. Zhukalski? Is that not Zalewski? And Roland Salai from Galatasaray. Nice. Joe Key, my dad plays paddle with Lewis Hall's family. He's staying. That's a rogue connection if ever I've heard one. Your dad plays paddle with Lewis Hall's family. He's staying. Okay. You heard it here first. If Lewis Hall moves on, we're gonna kick off at Joe's dad. Joe, can you name players from Nigeria to play for Liverpool? Again, I don't think we've had too many Nigerians play for us, you know. Yeah, I don't think there's too many from Nigeria played for Liverpool. Might be the odd one or two, but I don't think there's that many. Yeah, we've not had. I don't think have we had it. I don't even know if we've had a Nigerian play for Liverpool. Correct me if I'm wrong. Victor Moses. Victor Moses is the only one. And he was on loan anyway. I don't think we've ever had a permanent Nigerian. I'm really thinking hard now. I don't know if we have. Ethan, has there been any Bolivians in the Prem? Yeah. Moreno. I think his name was he Rodrigo Moreno or... Can't remember his name. Moreno used to play for Wigan. Cisse? No, Cisse wasn't Nigerian. Joe, you have had 2, but only 1 made an appearance. Well, Victor Moses is the only one I can think of. Go on, who else is there? I don't even know. Says Arsenal are almost guaranteed to be in the lead for Alvarez with Berta wanting our transfers done before the World Cup. Really? Do we think Alvarez is going? Something doesn't tell me Alvarez would go to Arsenal. Martin, it's on BBC 3, mate. Yeah, BBC 3 or BBC 1 Wales. Oh, Ejaria. Oh, of course, Ovi Ejaria. Yeah, I mean, listen, it was always likely to be a young player that maybe had fleeting appearances here and there. I don't think Ovi Ejaria ever played for Nigeria, did he? Slot to AC Milan. Good manager. Very good manager. The other one is currently playing at Nottingham Forest. Oh, Taiwo Awoniyi. Yeah, Awoniyi never played for us, did he? But a good Premier League player. Alvarez is going to Barca. I think so. Yeah, I think it's almost certainly where he's ending up. Wales, 25 minutes in here. We've had Wales hitting the post 2 times already. Ghana struggling to get into the game, to be honest. And we're talking about a team with a pretty big gulf in quality, actually. I know Ghana are going to the World Cup, but Ghana are 74th in the FIFA World Rankings compared to Wales, who sit 37th. They're managed by Carlos Queiroz, ex-Manchester United, ex-Real Madrid manager as well, Carlos Queiroz. He was only there very briefly, but he was Alex Ferguson's assistant at Man United for many, many years when they had probably their best teams, you know. Hey, Mercury, how's it going, sir? Jellyfish says JJ Okocha is the best Nigerian player. I like JJ Okocha. Do you know who else was very good? Finidi George was a brilliant Nigerian. And Nwanko Kanu, of course, as well. Big fan of Wales' retro shirt. Yes. Yeah, I'm really liking Wales's shirt as well. Nice collar on it. Very rugby shirt, isn't it? Big fan of Wales retro shirt. What are we saying? Is Koumas playing? No, Lewis Koumas is on the bench for Wales tonight, so I'm sure we'll see him second half. But Wales are playing very well. It's a very, very decent start from Wales. Carl, is Giggs or Bale the greatest Welsh player? Bale's better. Bale is certainly better. I think if you're talking about just pure quality, it's Gareth Bale. Yeah. I would say Gareth Bale. To be honest, I would say Ian Rush is a better player than Ryan. If you was having Pete Rush or Pete Giggs in your team, you'd want Pete Rush. You could even argue Pete Neville Southall. There's an argument to say if you're going to have the absolute peak of their powers, right? You can have any one of them. Giggs or Southall, I think you're picking Neville Southall. Giggs or Rush, you're picking Ian Rush. Giggs or Bale, you're picking Gareth Bale. So, I mean, I like, Giggs was a great player. Horrific human being, but a great player. But I wouldn't say he was better than any of them three. Legend FK, is there any match you don't watch, Key? Some. Very few. Mercury, I didn't run away after the Champions League final. I was going to sit in for the US Senegal on Sunday, but after serving both services on Sunday, I slept right through it. Joe, Key, do you still get paid by slot? Behave yourself. Like I said, for me, I thought he was worth another season, and we've sacked him without really anyone. Without anyone really to replace him. There's no obvious replacement, so it's silly for me. Will, I wasn't born for the last World Cup in America. Were kick-off times middle of the night then too? No, they were a little bit more staggered. They were kind of early afternoon and middle afternoon, and some like they did the World Cup times in '94 a lot better than they have done this time. Pete Ray Kennedy, Barney Rubble. Martin, I think Iraola would be fantastic at LFC. Iraola just not an obvious replacement. Then he was basically ready to be appointed whenever. I personally don't think he's a great fit, if I'm dead honest. Oh, what on earth is going on there? Ghana very, very nearly making it 1-0. Absolutely shocking from Carl Darlow in the Wales goal. And somehow Roden and Darlow managed to clear it away. But Ayew misses an absolute sitter there. Should be 1-0 to Ghana. Should be. 29 minutes in. Cheers, Nathan. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. I've worked hard on this one. Is that not a worry due to other managers not being able to make that step up? Mistake. Imagine the shock. I mean, it's not that I necessarily think he can't make the step up. It's nothing to do with him making the step up. It's that I don't think he's an obvious upgrade on keeping Arne Slot for a year. I think, if anything, what it's doing is we'll sign a load of new players. All the fans will go, well, he's a new manager. He needs time to bed in his changes and whatever else. So they'll give him maybe next season. But this is a manager who's gone on very, very long winless runs in his career. Like, consecutively. He's had 3 seasons at Bournemouth. In his first season, he had 1 win in 11. In his second season, he had 1 win in 11. Last season, he had 1 win in 14. Even the fantastic, massive run that they went on towards the end of the season, I think, was it 11 draws? They had 18 games unbeaten, and it was 11 draws. And even the games they were winning was like 1-0. There was a load of 0-0s in there, and there was 1-0s and stuff like that. So it's not exactly, I don't know where people are getting this idea that he's going to be this, fantastic attacking, wonderful attacking football. I really don't think it's going to be like that with him. And I do wonder whether or not his methods will translate to Liverpool quite as easily, given he's going from... He has the players in 7 days a week. Thomas Partey's been booked. Bad foul, that. Jacob can't get worse football, no? Yeah, I think you can. Absolutely you can. And to be honest, Arne Slot doesn't play... That's the big mistake a lot of fans make. They think that the way that we played last season is a deliberate style of art. Like, that's Arne Slot and he's delighted with that style of play. Absolutely not. He hated it. He said it many times. He came out and said it. He hates playing that way. Didn't Slot have an unbeaten run like that? He did. Yeah, he did have an unbeaten run like that. And again, Liverpool fans criticised it and said, "Oh, worst unbeaten run ever." God, worst unbeaten run ever. We had, what was it? I think it was like 14 games unbeaten, and we had about 6 draws or 7 draws in there or something like that. Wales with a strike from distance. Good block. Legend FK under Slot, we were awful to watch though. Do you know what though, mate? Can you tell me a single team in the Premier League that you enjoyed watching at the top end of the table? Because I can't. I think what you're seeing is a shift in how football is being played. There's nobody playing fantastic football at the top end of the table. Nobody. Wonderful ball forward, and that should be the goalkeepers. Yeah, nice and easy, that one. All Boxed Up says the best player I saw live, Socrates for Brazil at Wembley when Zico scored the win of the England friendly in 1981. Wow, you're going back some there, mate. Socrates. Used to smoke 20 a day, him, didn't he? Daddy-O, I think if you take both team quality in account, it's understandable to think Liverpool are better, so the football will work better. I'll be honest, mate, I don't think we are massively better in terms of personnel. I honestly don't think we are. There's a lot of Liverpool fans who grossly overrate our players. I really don't think we've got the squad to play the style of play that he wants to play. We're going to have to go out and sign a lot of players for his approach to work. A lot of them. Bournemouth have got a lot of things that we don't have. Legs. Lots of them. Legs and pace. I don't even know. Teams are too good to be entertaining, unfortunately. It's all that marginal gain stuff, isn't it? And this is another reason why I think a lot of people are kind of hating on Arteta. Because he's brought in this percentage football. Nathan, would you sign any Bournemouth players? I would, mate. Yeah, love us to go and get Krupi or Alex Scott would be the dream. I honestly wouldn't mind us going in for someone like Hill. James Hill. I think he wouldn't be a terrible signing for us. Just someone with a bit of experience, fairly cheap. Ryan would be great, but again, you're not going to get Ryan. Hey, Stacey, how's it going? My race went very well. I really enjoyed it. Got my 10th medal. Nice. Congratulations, Stacey. Well done. Was it decent weather for it? It was funny weather, wasn't it? So hopefully it was good. Jacob, what do you think about Hackney to Everton? Decent player. Very Everton type of signing. Daddy-O was a rival fan. It's got my attention for next year with what ifs. I'm not worried about United or Chelsea. I think City will still... City and Liverpool could be a big worry. I'm telling you, there's no chance at all Liverpool win the league next year. No chance. Zero chance. I mean, to be fair, I said the same when Arne Slot came in, so what do I know? But that squad was much, much better than the squad we have now. That squad was much better prepared for a title challenge. We haven't got a title challenge in this squad. No chance. Joe, can you name the one player from Sierra Leone to play for Liverpool? I can't, mate. No. I can't. Scouser, Senesi would be good. Nick him from Spurs. Why is he going there? I think just because, again, cheap. Spurs have got him on a free. Arsenal v United title race for me. We win it, obviously. Do you know what the crazy thing is? I just don't see anyone really competing for Arsenal. Like, do you know what? It might be Chelsea. Might be Chelsea. Chelsea with no European football. Xabi Alonso coming in. They might well back him to the hilt. Don't sleep on Chelsea. I'm telling you. Something might happen with Chelsea. They have got players in there. They have got ability. Ball gets knocked long by Garner. Still not been a... This is following the pattern of Wales and... Not Wales, sorry. Ireland, wasn't it? Ireland and Qatar. This game's looking a lot more Ireland and Qatar than it is USA v Senegal. Garner down the right-hand side. Strike, takes a deflection. Straight into Carl Darlow. Jacob says first Arsenal, second Chelsea, third United. Timbo, if the league can be won with 80 points, then I do believe we could compete. If it becomes 90, then no chance. Well, Arsenal won it on 85. Liverpool won it on 84. That's just the last 2 seasons. Chances are, if you hit 80 points, you're probably in a very, very good position for a title challenge. Stacey, thank you, Key. Yes, it was okay weather. Definitely going to do it again. The best bit was running past my team's ground, Old Trafford. I had a spat on it if I ran past it. Saying that, I'd have never made it. I'd have been passed out long before we got to Old Trafford. Madhouse, I think Chelsea will sell Garnacho and replace him with Rashford. What is going to happen with Rashford this summer? That's a big, big question. Marcus Rashford, what happens with him? Jellyfish, Arsenal won't do it again with that set-piece, boring, pragmatic, naughty wrestling team. And 3-star Reds, Forest next season will be up there. We've been practicing our corners. I mean, I'll be honest. For me, it's anyone other than Arsenal. Anyone other than Arsenal, apart from United. I'd rather Arsenal win it than United, obviously. It's going to be a corner kick. Good defending from Nico Williams. Excellent play. Arsenal looking at Rashford. See, that'd be a smart move. If you sold Trossard and you went and got Rashford, that'd be a very, very smart move. Very smart move. Mr. Al-Shamari says, remember Ghana 2010, Asamoah Gyan, Sully Muntari, Essien, Boateng. They were a hell of a team, weren't they? Yeah. Suarez. They were a Suarez handball away from the knockouts in the World Cup, weren't they? South Africa. Ghana with a corner kick. Ooh, good defending. Needed heading away, that one. It was Roden again with the flick on near post. But a really, really good ball in from Ayew. Flicked on by Roden, and it was just waiting. I tell you what, it was going to be headed in there. I think it was a JT coming in just behind Kiefer Moore. And it would have been 1-0 Ghana, that. Ab says, I feel like Arsenal could be lethal if they make some good signings. Probably say that about most teams in the division, couldn't you, really? Welsh Key would rather see Everton or Chelsea over Arsenal. No. I genuinely wouldn't. Arsenal would be the much better... I'd rather Arsenal... Do you know what? I'd rather United win it over Everton. Everton would be the worst team to win the league. By far the worst. Then it would be United. Arsenal or Chelsea. Oh, I really don't like either, to be honest. Probably... I don't know. Probably Arsenal. I'd probably prefer Arsenal to win it over Chelsea. But it'd be tight. Ball whipped in, headed away. Joe, he played on loan at Liverpool from QPR. Oh yeah, it was Colker, wasn't it? Stephen Colker. He's not really... Again, he was an England defender who converted to Sierra Leone later on in his career. He wasn't a Sierra Leone national when he played for Liverpool. He was English. He was English when he played for us, and then he converted to Sierra Leone down the line. Pete, my flat has something in common with Old Trafford, but the council fixed my leak today. Timbo, what would be your all-time 23-man Premier League squad from Africa, Key? Sweet baby Jesus and Nazareth. That's a question. Right, all-time 23-man squad from the Premier League. Fucking, have we had any African goalkeepers? Grobbelaar. Right, and let me just get me non-negotiables in. Grobbelaar, Radaby, Mane, Okocha, Essien, Salah, Drogba, Aubameyang. This is our all-time Premier League 23-man African squad. Radaby, we need some centre-backs. Mark Fish. Mark Fish. Koulibaly. Timbo. He was a good centre-back elsewhere, but he wasn't a great centre-back for Chelsea, was he? Give me some African centre-backs. Who have I missed? I feel like I've missed some really, really important ones. Yaya Toure, of course. Yaya's got to be in there. Mahrez, of course. Riyad Mahrez. Yeah. Onana in goal. Samuel Eto'o wouldn't have been a bad shout. Andre Biquet. Kolo Toure. You'd have to go Kolo, wouldn't you? Kolo Toure. So I'd go Kolo, Radaby. African fullbacks. Solomon Matip. Oh, as if I've ignored Matip. Joel Matip. It's Joel Matip and Kolo Toure, innit? And now we need fullbacks. Here's Sorba Thomas. Plays the ball back. That's a free kick. Referee, edge of the box. Big chance for Wales. Partey's dived in. And I tell you what, he's a lucky boy, Thomas Partey. Because if this wasn't a friendly, I think Thomas Partey would be off the pitch. It was a yellow card. He's already on a yellow card, Thomas Partey. And he's just dove in recklessly. That's got to be a red card. We've seen red cards given in friendlies. For a lot less than that, by the way. The one in the Ireland-Qatar game was shocking. This is a red card for Thomas Partey. He should be off the pitch anyway. But he's a red card. That's got to be a red. Thomas Partey, lucky, lucky boy. Lauren, of course. Lauren, yeah. That's a bad tackle, that. That's a bad tackle. Jeremy, yeah. I would have Jeremy in there. Yeah. You can't have Thomas Partey in there. How's that not a second yellow? Jellyfish is York. Dwight York's Caribbean, mate, not African. Edouard Mendy. Yeah, probably Mendy as well is worth a shout. What about African left-backs? Have we got any African left-backs that we can think of? African left-backs. Malik Diouf at West Ham. Probably up there with the best of them, you know. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We've got 15 so far. Babayaro. Yeah. Babayaro. Schlupp. Babayaro was both sides as well, wasn't he? Schlupp. It's probably not a bad shout. There's not a lot of great African defenders in the Prem. Especially fullbacks. But I'm going to include Diouf. Malik Diouf, that is. Strike for Wales. Claim for the handball. Another strike. It's going to go behind, is it? No. Ayew gets it away. Asa Akoto. Yeah, Asa Akoto was Cameroonian. But, crucially, he didn't really love football. Asa Akoto allegedly was a kind of player who used to turn up on the day. I saw in an interview with Peter Crouch where he said Asa Akoto was a really weird player. He was a very talented player, very dedicated at training, but he would turn up on a match day and be like, who are we playing? Ait Nouri. Yeah, Ait Nouri's a great shout. Ait Nouri's probably worth putting in there. Wonderful shout. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, Wan-Bissaka's got to go in there. Yeah, Wan-Bissaka. What about Papis Cisse? Rigobert Song. George Weah. Strike. Oh, whoa, what a save from Darlow. Big deflection, that one. Fabulous strike from the edge of the box. Took a big deflection and Darlow. Bit of a Hollywood save in the end. But a really, really good effort. Sunday Elise. JJ Kocher, Mahrez and Burmo maybe. Yeah, Illiman and Dye. Ismail Assar. Kanu. Ismail Assar. Yeah, I think they're both really good shouts. Wilf Zaha as well. Yeah, all very good shouts. Big deflection, and it's going to be a corner kick. Corner kick to Ghana. Ayew takes it again. Claim for the penalty. Referees give a free kick to Wales there. There's a bit of pushing and shoving going on. 1 minute of added on time at the end of the first half. Nicholas Pepe. Stephen Pienaar. Pienaar's a very good shout. I think Pienaar would be worth a shout. He could play in midfield as well, couldn't he? I think we're getting a bit overloaded now. Petey said, I don't like football, but I'm good at it. Yakubu. Oh, have we missed out Yakubu? The Yak. Feed the Yak and he will score. Iwobi. Kalou, the ultimate substitute. I quite like Solomon Kalou. Joe, this must be a great game with all the quizzes in this match. Well, it's a friendly, mate, so we tend to keep it light, don't we? Joe Woods, what channel's this on? It's on BBC Wales, BBC One Wales, or BBC Three. And it's half time. There you go. Half time. There you go. Half time. Sorted. Welsh Wing, half-time quiz. Top 25 Welsh players with the most appearances in Premier League history. Right, let me change the thingy, a scoreboard thing, and we can do it. Half-time quiz. Half-time quiz. Top 20 Welsh players with most appearances. Get your answers in the chat. There you go. Right. That's your half-time quiz. Ramsey, Ben Davis. Ramsey's got to be in there. Right, Rush is 17th. Right, hang on. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ian Rush was 17th. Ben Davis is 4th. What about Savage? Speed is 2nd. Robbie Savage has got to be up there. Bale is 16th. Giggs is 1st. Yeah, Giggs is 1st. Bale is 16th. Right, what are we seeing? Ben Davis is 4th. Kiefer Moore. Dean Saunders is 18th. Now, that is surprising. I did not think Dean Saunders would be in there. Neville Southall. Jason Kumas. Mark Pembridge. Oh, it's 25. Oh, sorry. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, fine. Ashley Williams is 11th. Hartson. John Hartson's got to be in there. Savage is 3rd. Robbie Savage is 3rd. Ramsey is 12th. Ampadu, Ashley Williams, Southall, Giggs we've already got, he's 1st. Wasn't there a Bournemouth centre-back? Probably Joe Roden. Didn't he play for Bournemouth briefly? Bellamy. Hey, yeah, what about Bellamy? Hennessy is 9th. Wayne Hennessy. Do you know what? Wayne Hennessy, just a quick point. Wayne Hennessy is part of my favourite ever football headline. My favourite ever football headline. You might not remember it. Wayne Hennessy, at a Crystal Palace end-of-season party, made a certain gesture on camera. They were taking a picture, and Wayne Hennessy did that, and then pointed his hand somewhere, right? I'm not going to do it on camera in case I get clipped up. But Roy Hodgson then subsequently came out after a big, I can't believe he's done that. Roy Hodgson came out, and this is the headline. It said, Wayne Hennessy is desperate to learn about the Nazis. That was the headline. Wayne Hennessy, desperate to learn about the Nazis. Neil Taylor was in there. Simon Davis is 5th. Simon Davis, former Spurs, Everton player, didn't he? Bellamy is 7th. Yeah, Neil Taylor, former Swansea. James Collins. Hartson's 19th. John Hartson, 19th. Harry Wilson, good shout. James Collins. Yeah, James Collins, Chris Mepham, David Brooks, Paul Jones. Harry Wilson's 22nd. Key secretly wanted to do the Nazi salute then. No. Would never. Not getting caught like that. Joe Allen. Joe Allen. Mark Crossley is 14th. I wouldn't have said Mark Crossley. Forget about Mark Crossley. I feel like you forget about a lot of goalkeepers like that. Yeah, Paul Jones is a good shout. Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones has got to be up there. Robert Earnshaw, Joe Allen. James Collins is 8th. Ginge. Chris Coleman. Joe, we've already got Speed. Speed is 2nd. Mark Delaney. Mark Delaney and Chris Coleman. Allen is 15th, which is ironic because that's exactly what Liverpool paid for him. 15 million quid from Swansea. And Brendan Rodgers claimed he was the Welsh Xavi. Paul Jones was 10th, sorry. Jones was 10th, okay. So we're missing 6th. Mark Hughes, yeah, Mark Hughes has got to be up there. Mark Hughes. Robson Canu. Sparky's got to be in here, hasn't he? How many are you missing? So far we're missing 6, 13, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. Mark Hughes is 6th, there you go. So far we've got Harry Wilson, John Hartson, Dean Saunders, Ian Rush, Gareth Bale, Joe Allen, Mark Crossley, Aaron Ramsey, Ashley Williams, Paul Jones, Wayne Hennessy, James Collins, Craig Bellamy, Mark Hughes, Simon Davis, Ben Davis, Robbie Savage, Gary Speed, Ryan Giggs. Coleman. I nearly said Seamus Coleman then. Coleman, former Wales manager, is 23rd. Joe Ledley, Barry Horn. Barry Horn's not a bad shout. Neil Taylor, I'm struggling now. Dan James might be up there. Yeah. Paul Dummett. Jesus Christ, someone's reached into the annals there to pull Paul Dummett out of nowhere. Paul Dummett is 24th. Danny Ward, yeah, maybe. Ben Thatcher. Ben Thatcher's got to be in there. I'll be astonished if we've not got Ben Thatcher. He played for City. He played for Portsmouth. He bounced around a bit, Ben Thatcher, didn't he? Andy Melville. JMWS, how's it going, mate? Rodon, yeah. Good shout, maybe. Could be. We're only missing 4. 25, 21, 20 and 13. I tell you it could be. What about Danny Gabidon? Danny Gabidon, funnily enough, followed me on social media the other day. Who's bragging? Do you know what I mean? Claim to fame. Apparently, we can't all be big guys. You know what I mean? We can't all be... Hollywood Walk of Fame awaits. Ben Thatcher was 26th. Damn. Not Ben Thatcher. Back post Brennan. Kit Simons, not a bad shout. Have we got Collins and Gabidon? We've got Collins, Lewis Grabban, Danny Ward, Ben Thatcher, Joe Ledley. Gabidon is 25th. Get in there, Danny Gabidon. Yes. Danny Gabidon. Premier League dad and Matchday Tavern follower. Key Thomas loyalist. Danny Gabidon. I tried Google, but it was all in Welsh, so I gave up. Sosban Vark. Sam Vokes is a very good shout. Could be Sam Vokes. What about Nico Williams? We've had Ashley Williams. What about Nico Williams? Nico Williams has been around for a long time. Yeah, that's not a bad shout. I like that. Pete, pick that name up, Key. Which one? Come on, Shell. You can say friend of the show. Yeah, friend of the show. Friend of the channel. Danny Gabidon. Every quiz is going to have Danny Gabidon from now on now. Oh, Delaney. Mark Delaney was 21st. So we're now missing 20th and 13th, right? 20th and 13th. Daffith Jones. Someone just said on Twitch, Daffith Jones. I feel like we're just making up the Welshest names we possibly can now. Yeah, well, we've got Gabidon, Dummett, Coleman, Wilson, Delaney, Hartson, Saunders, Rush, Bale, Allen, Crossley, Ramsey Williams, Jones, Hennessy, James Collins, Craig Bellamy, Mark Hughes, Simon Davis, Ben Davis, Robbie Savage, Gary Speed, Ryan Giggs. Right. Who else? Tony Pulis, Rob Page. Boaz Myhill. Boaz Myhill. I like the thinking with Boaz Myhill. Again, he was a Premier League goalkeeper for a while with Hull. And I think he was a backup goalkeeper with quite a few teams as well. Gabidon when you said he followed you. Oh, right, yeah. I'm still shocked that Paul Dummett was the answer in a quiz. I know. Paul Dummett. I mean, again, he's one who's been around for a while. I'm out of names. Daffith Thomas. One was a Leicester City legend. A Leicester City legend. Oh. I'm really struggling then. Do you know, it's probably someone who, if we're talking legend, was he in the Wales squad? Andy King. Oh, if it's Andy King, I bet it is, innit? I bet it's Andy King. Oh, Andy King's 20th. I knew would have said Andy King. Jesus Christ. Right, now we just need 13th. Hello, Andy. How's it going? Good to see you, Andy. West Brom as well, yeah. Peter Nicholas. Pop off. Oh, fucking hell. Right, well, we've got one left to get. Number 13. Last one played for Fulham and Everton. Christ, that narrows it down a bit. Pembridge? We've already said Pembridge. Could it be Pembridge? Mark Pembridge? He played for a while in the... I bet it is, isn't it? I bet it is Mark Pembridge. It's got to be. Played for Fulham and Everton. It's got to be Mark Pembridge. Excuse me. Definitely said Pembridge. Yeah, I think it might be Pembridge. I think, to be fair, there's a lot of answers going on in the other chat, mate. So to be fair to Welsh, he might have just missed it. But then, oh yeah, there you go. It is Pembridge. Mark Pembridge is 13th. Nice. Well done, everyone. There you go. The top 25 players, Welsh players, with the most Premier League appearances. Number 25 was Danny Gabidon, friend of the show, Danny Gabidon. Number 24, Paul Dummett. Number 23 was Chris Coleman, former Wales manager Chris Coleman, former Fulham manager Chris Coleman. 22, Liverpool star and current free agent Harry Wilson. Very surprised Harry Wilson hasn't yet been snapped up. Number 21 is Mark Delaney. Number 20 is Leicester City legend Andy King. Number 19, John Hartson. The scourge of Isle Berkovic, John Hartson. Number 18, Dean Saunders. Likes a bevy and likes a drive, Dean Saunders. Do you know what? He's actually quite funny, Dean Saunders. Number 17, Ian Rush. Number 16, Gareth Bale. Number 15, Joe Allen. Number 14, Mark Crossley. Number 13, Mark Pembridge. Number 12, Adam Ramsey. Number 11, Everton legend Ashley Williams. Number 10, Paul Jones. One of the very few loan signings. Just any loan signing, wasn't it? Liverpool didn't really make too many loan signings in the Premier League era. But we did make Paul Jones when we had a goalkeeping crisis, loads of keepers out. And Paul Jones came in and he saved a penalty at Anfield on his debut against Southampton, I believe. Number 9 was Wayne Hennessy, who is desperate to learn about the Nazis. The famous headline, Wayne Hennessy is desperate to learn about the Nazis, says Roy Hodgson. Number 8 is James Collins, Ginge, very good centre-back for West Ham, Villa. Good Premier League centre-back. Number 7, Craig Bellamy, a player Liverpool never should have sold. Number 5 was number 6 was Sparky Hughes. United, Chelsea, Everton, another one who bounced around a little bit. Very good Blackburn manager as well, Mark Hughes. Got Blackburn into Europe. Many people forget Mark Hughes getting Blackburn into Europe. And Roque Santa Cruz, getting him into Europe and then getting the City job off the back of that. Number 5 was Simon Davis. Number 4, Ben Davis, who's surprisingly still at Tottenham. Number 3, Robbie Savage. Less said about him, the better. Number 2, Ryan Giggs. Oh no, number 2 is Gary Speed. Sorry, number 2, Gary Speed. God rest his soul. Number 1's Ryan Giggs. Hawk 2. Number 1 is Ryan Giggs. Number 2 is Gary Speed. God love him. But there you go. That's the top 25 Premier League appearance holders from Cymru, Wales. Have I pronounced that right? Shell, let me know if I've not pronounced that right. Right. All right, we're nearly on for the second half now. That was a good 15 minutes time wasted. Appreciate it as always. Well, not time wasted. Never time wasted if you're having fun. No time wasted when spent with friends, right? Cheers for that, as always, Welsh Wing. Really appreciate the half-time quizzes. Welsh always Welsh Wing bringing us a great quiz. Joe Woods watching from Rainhill. Jesus Christ, you're only up the road from me. I used to play for Rainhill when I was a kid. On Albert Fellows Park. You might remember it. Sir Albert Fellows Park, by the way. Right. Timbo says a lot about Robbie Savage. Then, when Terry had beef with him, everyone sided with Terry. And this charming Dan Robbie Savage, the bellend's bellend. Yeah, he's not a great fella, is he? Did you know John Hartson's son got arrested? Did he? Did he? Well, hey, there you go. Right, couple of changes for Ghana. We are going to see Sibo coming on. Quasi-Sibo of Real Oviedo about to enter the pitch rather. As well as number 18, which is it number 18? Is it number 9? Oh, it's number 10. It's not number 18. It's Thomas Asante. It's Thomas Asante of Coventry coming on. Shahid, we always look forward to Welsh Wing quizzes at half-time. Do you know, I don't know what's going to happen at half-time with at the World Cup. I'm going to have to prepare an awful lot more quizzes, obviously. But you've got to remember, we're doing games like Mexico versus Czech Republic v South Korea at 3 a.m. I don't know how many English people we're going to get watching that game. We're probably going to get an awful lot of Mexicans and South Koreans in the chat doing the watch-along. So I might have to prepare some quizzes in Korean and Czech. Shell changes. Yes, there are changes afoot. Two for Ghana. Sibo for Thomas Partey. No surprise that one. Thomas Partey was treading a fine line, wasn't he? So yeah, Thomas Partey's gone off for Sibo. Thomas Asante has come on. Brendan Thomas Asante of Coventry has come on for Adu. And Ernest Nuama of Lyon, who was very well linked with Everton, by the way, Shell. This is one to watch for Everton. Ernest Nuama was linked very, very heavily with Everton. And he is doing quite well at Lyon. Oh, and they've also brought Asari on for Ati Ziggy, our favourite goalkeeper. Ati Ziggy's gone off. I'm devastated now. I really thought we'd see Ati Ziggy stick around. Right, there you go. We're off and underway for the second half anyway. Welsh, don't think I'm setting my alarm clock for a quiz. Oh, you absolute part-timer. Joe says, was Asante the lad from Salford? I don't know, you know. I have no idea. Brandon Thomas Asante. I mean, he's Ghanaian. Oh, yeah, he is. Yeah, sorry, I apologise, yeah. Yeah, came through at MK Dons and ended up at Salford for many years. Mercury, Robbie Savage managed Macclesfield. He did. And Forest Green Rovers as well. Shell, is he any good, Kate? He's very fast. He's very, very fast. I'll say that. Yeah, very fast. Three-star, I went to Rainhill many years ago with my mum and dad to see the Rainhill train trials with all the trains from Stephenson's Rocket to the modern-day train of the era at that time. Yeah, that's not too far away from where I grew up, that. Is Rainhill the place with that giant, weird-looking head? No, that's Sutton Manor. It's in the old colliery in Sutton Manor. The Dream, they call it now. Yeah, the Dream. And it basically just looks like... It's very phallic. I'll say that. When you're driving along the M62, if you're ever going from, Manchester or Warrington down towards Liverpool, and you drive past St Helens, you'll see on the right-hand side, you'll see on top of a hill, a big white phallic... It was supposed to be our answer to the Angel of the North. He was trying to copy Newcastle, and it just wasn't really working. That's a foul. Oh, he's not give it. Really good tackle. Garner now with the counter-attack is Ayew. Not really got the legs, but there you go. He's against Rodon, and he wins it. North End views. Welsh don't talk about Key like that. Oliver Dwyer, is it just me, or does half the lead squad play for Wales? Yeah, pretty much. Rodon, Darlow. They've got a fair... Dan James. Yeah, they have got a fair few, haven't they? Yeah. Timbo, I thought that was just a statue of Key when I saw it. It's modelled on me. It was some Spanish fella. Some Spanish architect. And the council paid like millions for it. It was a long, long time ago. I don't even think I've been up and seen it, to be honest. It was I moved away from St Helens a long time ago, but yeah, I remember it being erected. It's probably the right word as well. It was erected. Ampadu as well, yeah, of course, Ampadu. But yeah, it's a bit of a monstrosity. It's a bit of an eyesore. Doesn't do St Helens all that much justice, to be honest. Daddy-O playing FM26, doing a journeyman save, starting in the Indonesian second tier. Sweet Lord. Sorba Thomas is going to get a booking here, is he? It's a bad tackle, that. Looked like a bad tackle. Looked like he caught him quite high there, actually. Oh, no. No, he got the ball. That was poor, referee. Really poor. Key, will we be cheering on Curaçao and Cape Verde on this channel? I've even got my Curaçao shirt ready. Yes. Yeah, we'll be doing quite a few games involving Curaçao and Cape Verde. We're doing Germany-Curaçao on the 14th, which is 6 p.m. kickoff, so you'll all be here. You've got no excuses for that one. Germany-Curaçao, 6 p.m. kickoff, June the 14th. Cape Verde. What's the first Cape Verde game we're doing? Spain v Cape Verde, the day after, 5 p.m. There you go, look at that. The first two games involving Curaçao and Cape Verde we're going to be doing. Spain v Cape Verde, Germany versus Curaçao. I'll be honest, I don't hold much hope for them. I think if either of those two teams don't get beat 3 or 4-0, then they've done all right there, haven't they? They've done okay. Key, would you rather Everton win the league or United win the treble next year? Oh, that's a horrible, horrible question. Oh, United win the treble or Everton win the league? United win the treble. Yeah. Yeah, I really can't have Everton winning the league. Can't have Everton winning the league. If Everton win anything, it's just so... Yeah, I can't. You can't have it. Adam, I've got my Japan home and away jerseys and then Germany away and Ghana's home kit. Nice. Spain and Brazil, I think, will get to the final. Take it easy, Aftab. See you soon, mate. Shahid says, looking forward to those games. Key, can't wait. Yeah, it'll be good fun. It will be good fun. Take it easy, Aftab. But yeah, Scotland versus Haiti, 2 a.m. We'll be doing that one. Scott McTominay, Ballon d'Or. Neville, who do you see as dark horses in the World Cup? Everyone asks this, but honestly, I don't think there's too many that I look at and think... You know, Norway, maybe. Japan, maybe. Senegal, maybe. Do you know what? USA. Honestly, I was really impressed with how Poch has got USA drilled. We watched USA Senegal the other day, and I thought USA were fantastic. You know, Balogun Very, very tidy finisher. Pulisic was fantastic. Dest has got a lot of pace up that right-hand side. You know, Tyler Adams in midfield. They've got a bit of bite in there. I really, really like the lad from Atletico Madrid. I forget his name now. What's his name? Cardozo. Very, very good player. So, yeah, there's a lot of top players for the US. Seismically, would you say Everton is as good as Liverpool this season? No, don't be silly. Neville out of the two. Who would you rather win the World Cup, Ronaldo or Messi? Probably Messi. Yeah, probably Messi, I'd say. Jordan, that Balogun is meant to be decent. Yeah, good, very good player. Done all right at Monaco. Adam, suspended in the live key. What's going on? Do you know what, mate? I have no idea. It's just TikTok being TikTok. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you wanting to contribute, and I really, really do appreciate it. The nicest way, the best thing you can do for me is just like, tap, share, comment, follow, all that good stuff. As much as I appreciate the GIFTING, it's very nice of you, but don't feel like you have to do it. I really appreciate just people being in the live, showing up, turning up, watching the game with us. That's the most important thing. Timbo, Key, if Everton were as successful as United, would your answer be different? Yes. Yeah, I feel like if Everton had already won something in my lifetime, and I had somewhat grown accustomed to them winning, then it would definitely just be Everton winning the league. Yeah, because I really don't want to see either. It's like the worst possible outcome, that, isn't it? Oh, big chance, far post. Excellent save from Asari. Excellent stuff. Dan James with the chance, and Wales should be 1-0 up. To be honest, Ghana have had a couple of big chances themselves. He's onside as well. Kiefer Moore. You know, it wasn't Dan James. It was a deflection, wasn't it? I thought it was Kiefer Moore, actually, who got the final touch, but it ended up coming off the defender and just wide of the far post. It's going to be a Wales corner. Should Kiefer Moore have got more on that? Timbo, I get what you mean, because I'd rather Liverpool win the treble than see Arsenal win a Champions League. Yeah, that's it. It's not nice. It's certainly not nice. You don't want to see either, but I think the lesser of two outcomes there would be United winning a treble. Because I've seen it happen before. I've seen United be very good before, and I've seen them probably deserve to win two trebles. I've seen United be very, very good. And it's never really ruined me. Whereas Everton, I've got loads of mates who are Blues. I've got family who are Blues. Oh, just couldn't be arsed with them taking the mick. Oh. Scouser, Everton, United, Arsenal. That's my order of hatred. It's very close between United and Everton. I would say it's United first, just because the rivalries there. They're a very, very big club. Everton are a big club as well, but United a little bit more so. Oh, something's happened there. Something's happened. The lights have gone behind us. Don't know what's going on, but the lights have gone. Right, let me see if I can sort this out. I don't know why this is all of a sudden. We seem to have an issue with the lights. I don't know why we've gone dark. Don't know what's happened there. Peculiar. Very peculiar. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can sort that. I think we're back on. I think we're back on all of a sudden. Apologies, we're back. No, it was only one side. I think it's because I was daisy chaining, maybe. We've got a slightly awkward setup going on down here, so I've sorted it now. I just needed to plug something else in. The lights were on over here. The lights just weren't on over here. But there you go. We're back. We are back. We are so back. There you go. We're back anyway. 59 minutes on the clock. Ball down the right-hand side. How's the game going? The game it's 6-7. It's been a bit garbage, to be honest. We've seen Wales hit the post, hit the crossbar. Ghana missed a sitter with Ayew. Second half, we've not really seen too much in the way of chances. Seismic Lee says title race next season is likely going to be Man United Arsenal, with both teams going deep in the Champions League too. Do you really think that's the case? Do you really think United are going to run the race? I don't think they will, you know. Nicking the neighbour's electricity key. Not quite that bad. We're not quite there yet. What are we saying? What are your thoughts on Duncan Ferguson? Did you like him as a footballer? I like him an awful lot more as a man. I'll say that. I think Duncan Ferguson is an absolute gent. And a really, really nice fella. Really, really lovely fella. Bit of a head case as a footballer. But he is a really lovely fella. And he grew up... Well, I grew up with him racing his pigeons very nearby to where I grew up. Lewis Koumas has just come on for Wales. Joe, I thought you had an all-friendly policy. Well, it was either that, Joe, or we have 11 days with no football whatsoever on the channel. So, there's only one competitive game. Genuinely, there's only one competitive game, really, we could watch in the space between the Champions League final and the World Cup starting. And that is the UEFA Under-17s Euro Championship final. And it takes place in about 3-4 days' time. So I was going to gauge your thoughts on whether you want to watch that. Would people want to watch the UEFA Under-17s European Championship final? We have watched the Under-19s last year. We watched the Under-21s last year. Both were very good games. The Under-17s I'm not quite sure about. Yes, Rob. Good to see you, mate. Neville, do you remember when he beat up two robbers who entered his house during his time at Everton? Wasn't that when he was at Rangers? I thought that was when he was at Rangers. And they didn't support him, did they, in the trial? So he said, I'll never play for Scotland again. Is there any competitive league match happening this week? No, no competitive league match. The League of Ireland, there's quite a few League of Ireland games, maybe. It's probably the only thing worth watching. What game are you watching tomorrow? So tomorrow we've got Netherlands versus Algeria. Netherlands v Algeria. It is running around the bottom here, mate. I don't know if you can see. There's a scrolling banner. It's kind of blocked by the chat a little bit, but if you scroll, you can see we've got the next few days of fixtures coming up. So I'm doing Netherlands Algeria tomorrow. Virgil van Dijk against Riyad Mahrez. Then on Thursday we've got France versus Ivory Coast. Now, Jan Diamand is a big target for PSG, isn't he? Jan Diamand is one that people are looking at. Liverpool apparently being linked with £100 million worth of Jan Diamand. So Michael Elise and Jan Diamand will be on Thursday afternoon, Thursday night. France versus Ivory Coast. Both of those teams have qualified for the World Cup. So there should be some real talent on display there. Good ball in for Ghana. Header over the bar. Big chance. Oh, very, very big chance there. It was the centre-back again, a JT. He's the one who's caused the most problems. It was Ayew with the ball in again from the corner. A JT getting his head to it. He's been the only one, really, that's going to have any chance of scoring off them corners. He's a real danger. Neville, who would you say was the better midfielder, Souness or Keane? Souness. Yeah, I can't really argue. Keane was a very good player, but I can't really argue against Graham Souness. Joey taking a break a few days before the World Cup? Nope. England play the day before. So, no, I will be live every single day. Apart from Friday. I'm not doing Friday. There's no footy on Friday. But I'm live pretty much every other day for friendlies, and then the World Cup starts on the 11th. So, yeah, live every day. Ball whipped in. Big chance. Edge of the box. Got to tackle him. Hit it. Penalty, referee. Big claim for the penalty. You're not getting it. It was Sibo again. This fella on the ball here for Ghana's one to watch as well. He's been linked with a load of Premier League teams. Caleb Yerinkye. He was at Nordsjælland in the Danish Super League. And I don't know if he still is. Is he still there? I'm not sure if he's moved on or not. He is. He's in Nordsjælland. He is a very, very talented midfielder. He's only 20, but Liverpool have looked at him. Brentford have looked at him. He's one of them that's got a very, very high ceiling. Could come to the Prem and be a top player. Caleb Yerinkye. Have a look at him. Neville Souness. I can go off people very quickly, Key. Well, I did think it was a weighted question. A loaded question. To be fair, my big brother was named after Graham Souness. So I can't really pick against him. Joe, I thought you said you was going to get your sleep schedule. I am, yes. I've already started my sleep schedule. I was asleep barely 30 minutes before this game started. Well, before this game kicked off. You have to start napping in the afternoon. Waking up early, napping in the afternoon, have a little siesta in the afternoon, so that when it gets to like midnight, 1 a.m, you're not really tired. And I'm just going to gradually move it later and later. Ghana, big chance. Must be. Oh, huge chance. Off the post and in. It's 1-0 Ghana. The Black Stars are in front. And who is it who scored it? It's Yerinkye. It's the guy I've just been talking up. It's Caleb Yerinkye of Nordsjælland. It's exactly the player we were just talking about. That's what it is. Caleb Yerinkye. Ask and you shall receive. Key just dropping in. This is like a live scouting mission. Key tells you, watch out for this young man. 20 years of age. He's just come on. Caleb Yerinkye from Nordsjælland. 2 minutes later, he scores. It's in the back of the net. You don't get scouting like this. Goldbridge, eat your fucking socks off. Oh, Souness Thomas is an odd name. That's a great run. Fabulous run from midfield. Great strike. Good save from Darlow. It bounced off the post. And then Yerinkye follows up. Driving deep from midfield. And finally we have a goal in this game. Wales 0. Ghana 1. Get Mr. Thomas on a scouting mission during the World Cup. Oh, I will be hot property during that World Cup. I don't even know. Am I the only one who hates everyone in England's group until after the group ends? Look at the fans. Look at the away fans there. I wonder whether anyone's come over from Ghana specifically for this game, or if they are Welsh Ghanaians maybe, or Ghanaians who live close to Wales. I wonder if anyone's come over, flew over from Accra to Cardiff just for this friendly. There's probably some hardcore, isn't there? Some real hardcore Ghanaians, Black Star fans, who have travelled the earth to watch the Ghanaians. Love to see it. Now they're driving forward again. I tell you what, they've come out with a real sense of purpose in this second half, Ghana. Seismically, do you watch any other leagues outside of the Prem? Yeah, quite a few. Yeah, I mean, I tend to keep up with most of the big six sort of thing. The Portuguese league, the Eredivisie, Serie A, Bundesliga, La Liga, Liga 1. Tend to keep up with all of them. I watch a lot of the Danish Superliga as well. We've covered a fair few Scottish Premier League games. Probably not a huge amount other than that. We've done the occasional Saudi Pro League, the occasional Latvian game. Some dedication if they've travelled that far. Can't knock it. Can't knock it. Are you doing a Prem Dad sweepstakes? We won't be doing a Prem Dad sweepstakes, but I am doing a fantasy league for the World Cup. Yes, we will be doing a Premier League Dad fantasy league. If you want to join it. Wales starting to look leggy, it must be said. They're the only ones who've not made any changes yet, I don't think, Wales, have they? Oh, that's a total lie. They've made 5. They've made 5. All admittedly within the last, 5 minutes. They must have snuck on. Oh, I knew Lewis Koumas came on, but Broadhead's come on. Dan James went off. Mepham has come on. Sorba Thomas went off for Isaac Davis. Isaac Davis, who plays on this pitch for Cardiff, by the way. Rob, have you got the league code? I've not set it up yet, Rob. It won't be very long though. I will have it for you in due course. Just keep coming back. Keep coming back to the channel and I'll have it. I promise you I'll have it. Madhouse, I'm older. I remember when Dalglish went to Liverpool. King Kenny. What a player. Seismically, what's your top 3 best games this season then? Across all leagues. Across all leagues. I'd say Liverpool 3-2 Newcastle would be up there when Rio Engamoa scored late. I'd say Man United and Bournemouth 4-4. Kiefer Moore must be. Oh, you donkey. It's not Kiefer Moore, it's Lewis Koumas. And I'm telling you something. That's a great ball from Nico Williams and young Lewis Koumas. Oh, you've got to put that away, young man. Oh, he jumps too early. He's on the way down. As the ball hits his head, he's 6 yards out. He's got to get it on target and he heads it wide. Lewis Koumas, massive chance for Wales. Should be 1-1. Very promising youngster, Lewis Koumas. Very well liked at Liverpool. He's gone out on loan to Birmingham. He's gone out on loan to Stoke. He's been out on loan at Hull. Very, very talented young man. This charming Dan, Caleb Yarenki, a 20-year-old African player, sounds like someone Sunderland could be interested in. He'd go nicely with Siddiqui and Diarra. Get him in the midfield, mate. Legs for days. Adam, is there a world in which Salah decides to see out his current contract until 2027, depending on who comes in? I really and truly hope not. I think Mo Salah is an incredibly toxic individual, and I really hope the club have looked at it and gone, he's not worth it. He's not worth it. Get him gone. Oh, an excellent chance. Then in again, Yarenki. Oh, was it Yarenki? No, it wasn't that time. That time I think it was Nuama getting forward. Very unlucky. I know it was Thomas Asante, actually. Thomas Asante. Very good counter-attack. His top 3 games and all games Arsenal lost. No, I'd say Man United, Bournemouth 4-4. I'd say Liverpool 3-2. Just thinking of games that really, really stood out. Probably, do you know what? Probably PSG Bayern as well. PSG Bayern was a real top quality game. Yeah, PSG Bayern was great. Liverpool, Newcastle, Man United, Bournemouth. Great fun. Enjoyed all of them. Madhouse, I remember Ray Kennedy going from Arsenal to Liverpool too. Terrible decision that for Arsenal. He's a fabulous player, Ray Kennedy. Right, Inaki Williams about to come on. Brother of Nico Williams, Athletic Bilbao winger Inaki Williams coming on. It's a fantastic story about the Williams brothers, by the way, isn't it? If you've not followed it, if you're not aware of it, the Williams brothers came apparently transported out of Ghana, wasn't it, during a civil war, I believe. Travelled across Europe and ended up in Spain. And Nico Williams opted to play for Spain, the adopted country that they moved to. Nico Williams and Inaki Williams chose the country of their birth, but they escaped out of, I think it was a civil war going on in Ghana or a country around there at that time. I can't recall the exact location, but it's a great story. Inaki Williams, they got out on the back of a truck, like under some tarpaulin. The entire family basically under some tarpaulin managed to make it to Europe, and both brothers grown up to be top quality footballers playing for Athletic Bilbao. Sarah, have you ever been to a West African wedding? Do you know what? I haven't, but my father-in-law is from Cameroon. Yeah, my father-in-law is from Cameroon. And his dad, by the way, is or was like a real top sort of member of the Cameroonian government. I don't know what his job title was exactly, but he was very, very well off, very wealthy man in Cameroon. And I've had quite a bit of Cameroonian. I've had a bit of fufu. I've had some fufu. I've had some. He's a lovely fella, and he loves cooking. Absolutely loves to cook. Hillary Coyle, how are we losing? Hillary, I don't know. I honestly don't know. It was a terrible miss from Lewis Kumas just a few minutes ago. Wales have hit the post, hit the bar in the first half. Ghana probably a little bit fortunate to be in front, but they've taken the one chance that's come their way. Adam Inaki Williams was a hot prospect at one stage, just didn't kick on. Well, Nico Williams is still only, 23? Still a young man. Jordan Ayew, I think, is about to come off here. Sarah, that's because they are all dodgy kids. Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. But all I know is his dad was very well to do, and worked for the Cameroonian government. Have you tried? I haven't. I can't say I have. There's a lot of beef dishes, an awful lot of beef dishes. He makes a cracking beef bourguignon, but it's like with a Cameroonian twist. There's something called ndole as well? I think ndole is another one I've tried. He's trying to get us to go like to Cameroon. He wants to go to I think it's Douala he wants to take us to, and Yaoundé. He wants to take us there and go on safari and stuff, but my missus just isn't really up for it at all. Still prefer jollof rice. Yeah, can't say I've ever had jollof. Evening, Swifty. How you doing, sir? 76 minutes on the clock. Wales 0, Ghana 1. Jellyfish, I love African and Caribbean food and Asian food. Just food, then. Just food. Love a bit of food. Goki, it's beautiful. Listen, I'm up for it. I'll go anywhere, me. I love a bit of that. And to be fair, if we go, we're probably going to be very well looked after, because he's like I say, his dad's got like security detail and all sorts. But yeah, I don't think my missus is up for it, to be honest. So, hey ho. There's like he took some pictures last time he went, and there was like full on silverback gorillas, in the bush behind him. But yeah, nice fella. Timbo, good to hear, Guru. What's not good to hear is that you'll no doubt be raising that child as an Arsenal fan. Only the football stalwarts watching this one. Yeah, that's it, mate. The hardcore. It's actually been not a bad game. It's not been a bad game. I would say this one has been, for the hardcore in the chat, has this been better or worse than Ireland and Qatar? I think Ireland and Qatar was a dreadful game to watch, but there was a red card in it in the first half, and I was like, Oh my God, this referee's sending people off in a friendly, and it was never a red card. This one we've had, 3-4 times the balls hit the crossbar, hit the post. Ghana go into the World Cup. Wales maybe thinking they deserve to be at the World Cup. It's a lot better than the Ireland game, this one. Yeah, the Ireland game wasn't great, was it? Qatar did not show up that game. Hillary, what TV channel, lad? What number? So it's on BBC Three. So if you've got Virgin, it's 107 on Virgin, or it's BBC Wales, BBC One Wales, which is, I think it's 150. Hang on, is it 150? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's 150, 158 or something like that. It's 158 for Wales, BBC Wales. Chelsea LDN, who scored for Ghana? It was Caleb Yarinki from Nordsjælland, the young wonder kid from Nordsjælland, who a lot of teams are going to be looking at. Channel 164 on Sky. Thank you very much, Graham. Who is Ghana's star player these days? Honestly, I think there's a bit of a mixed bag, I guess. Thomas Partey should have been sent off first half. For his on-field antics this time, I will say. He was booked in the first half for a bad tackle, and then he did another bad tackle, and it was a nailed-on second yellow, but the ref shit out of it, and he subbed him off at half-time. I don't even know, says you automatically become a hardcore fan if you're watching a match with a team less than 110 in the rankings and a game v anyone in less than top 20. Well, both of these, it's 74, Ghana 74, FIFA 37. Semenyo is their star player. Well, Semenyo's not even on the pitch. Yeah, Semenyo's not even come on. Inaki Williams is on the pitch. Brandon Thomas Asante, you might know from Coventry. Kamaldeen Suleimana, who was at Southampton. He played really well against United at Old Trafford a couple of years ago. Mr. Al-Shamari, what are we saying? Can't even see what you've said because messages are retracted. Gamer Guru, Timbo, I did try, mate, not going to lie, but I had to look after my firstborn. He's non-verbally autistic now and people know how to watch him. What was that for, sorry? Oh, the parade, of course. Yeah, you missed the parade, didn't you? Did Suleimana not score a brace against us, Key? I can't remember, he might have done. I always felt like Suleimana was a really talented player at Rennes, and he just never quite adapted to the Premier League. If there isn't an Ayew playing for Ghana, I'll be very disappointed. He's just gone off, Jordan Ayew. Yeah, 34 years of age and still playing. Fatawu, a young Ishak Fatawu from Leicester City is a very talented young player as well. They've got a lot of talented players, Ghana. Strike from Wales, cleared away again. I wouldn't say they're hanging on here, Ghana, but they have just dropped 10 yards. They've dropped deeper. They're kind of inviting Wales onto them now, soaking up the pressure. I think they're looking for a nice solid 1-0. Mr. Al-Shamari, Arsenal are the only club to lose 2 Champions League finals after leading at half-time. They've only reached it twice in the entire history and blown it both times. How can anyone call them a big club? Hey, listen, I mean, depends what your definition is of a big club, I'd say. Wales, again, pressing well, win it back. Hey, Egyptomicus, how are you going, sir? Was you at the parade? Did you go to the parade? Chelsea, Ghana is in England's group, Key. Are they? Oh, of course they are. Yeah, Panama, Croatia and Ghana. Yeah. Well, we'll be watching England v Ghana. We'll be watching them in a few weeks' time. Clips Market, Key, having an overlay like this will kill your lives. They don't promote it as much for some reason. No, I know, mate. I know. Believe me, I know. It's, for whatever reason, it ain't working. But hey, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. To be honest, I don't really grow that much on TikTok anyway. I wish I did. Thanks for asking that instead of rubbing the Champions League loss into my face. Hey, listen, would I? Would I? Nuama is meant to be a good player for Ghana too. Yeah, Nuama, we was just saying a few minutes ago, he's been linked with Everton. He's been linked with a fair few players. Fair few clubs. Rodon's gone off here. Couple of changes for Wales as we enter the last few minutes. Josh Da Silva's gone off. And Norrington Davis, Reece Norrington Davis coming on. Who else is it coming on for Wales? Andrews, Rodon off. And Norrington Davis and Andrews coming on. Gone are the days when African teams walkovers. I mean, to be honest, even you say that, mate, but it's been about 30... Senegal got to the quarters or the semis, was it? In 2002. You know, African teams have done quite well. Morocco did very well recently. Yeah, African teams for a good 20-odd years have been very, very good at the World Cup. Yeah. Was it Pele? Well, I think it was it Pele predicted that by the year 2000 or by the year, I can't remember what year he said, but it's come and gone anyway. I'm sure he said it was like by the year 2000 an African team will have won the World Cup, and he predicted Cameroon. But Cameroon have been one of the biggest fall-offs in terms of a World Cup. You know, a side that used to do really well at the World Cup. Cameroon always had a really strong African, you know, did really well, represented Africa really well, and it just feels like Cameroon's not the same sort of side anymore. Egyptonicus, wasn't there 1.5 million at the parade? Genuinely insane. I think the previous record was Liverpool last season with 1.2. I've no idea. Again, the numbers are always likely to be inflated just because it's London, it's Arsenal. I don't know how they're possibly tracking that. But there's an awful lot of people who said they were able to drive through London and you know, drive through parts of the parade fairly easily. So I'm not exactly sure they shut London down yesterday. Swifty, Hackney to Everton is very Moyes and very Everton. I was going to say, that's exactly what I said earlier when someone said, Key, what do you think about Hayden Hackney to Everton? Very much the same answer I gave. It's a very Everton signing. Clip seems to be when it's just your face, they see it as more interactive or something weird. Do you know what it is? It's when you're doing it, if you do it through TikTok Live Studio or through your phone, they love it. They love anything that's like native. But if you're doing it through OBS or like through a third party, they don't like it. Don't like it. Gamer Guru, Africa have been building good talent and foundations from other top leagues. They have some of the best players in football. Could see Africa become a juggernaut. Yeah, very true, very fair. I mean, do you know what? It probably doesn't help in many ways that sort of the best... international football, you know, my big gripe with international football is that they all tend to move around an awful lot. So, you know, if you're born in one country but you're not quite good enough for that country, you go and play for another country because you go and see who your nan played for. You go and see where she was resident of to see if you can go and play for a different country. And the same works with if you're born in a country that maybe isn't all that great football wise, but you're a really top talented player, you can sometimes get yourself into a better team. Or the Jack Grealish rule, the Declan Rice rule, as we now call it. So, you know, there's an awful lot of people born in Africa chosen to represent France. Spain, Nico Williams, of course. Nico Williams, born in Ghana, chose to represent Spain. Absolutely his right, of course, but I guess my point is it's a loss to Africa, isn't it, right? If players are choosing to represent nations other than where they're born. And it's one of the big problems I have with international football overall is it's not really our best against their best anymore, because it feels like there's a lot of scouting goes on, a lot of like poaching goes on at international level. Like, as soon as a player is very, very good at the under-17s, under-19s, you get countries phoning them up and going, hey, why don't you come and play for us? Come and play for us instead. Yeah, your nan lived here for 5 years. She can come and vouch for you. Timbo, I hate Spurs, but they've got a bigger fan base than Everton, and despite having less leagues, have won more trophies and have European trophies too. So I'd go Spurs bigger than Everton. I'd say so too, yes. Swifty, I think it should be born in or parents born there only. I think that's entirely reasonable. Shell, Rooney was asked to play for Scotland, apparently. He was asked to play for Ireland as well, Shell. Yeah, allegedly, Mick McCarthy phoned Wayne Rooney up in 2006, I believe. Might have even been before 2006. It must have been 2004, because that was when the Euros wasn't it? Yeah, Wayne Rooney was contacted by Mick McCarthy, and he was asked to go and play for Ireland. And Wayne Rooney said, I was very close to doing it. He said, yeah, I'll come and do it. I'll come and play for Ireland. He said, I don't think I'd played for Everton yet. I don't think he'd actually kicked a ball for Everton yet. But Ireland was very impressed with him, and they said, yeah, come and play for us. And he was ready to go. He was ready to go and play for Ireland. And then all of a sudden, they said, yeah, can you report for the Ireland B team or something? Yeah, the Ireland B team for training. And we'll give you the trial and put you in the Ireland B team. And Wayne Rooney went, I'm not playing for the Ireland B team. If you want me, you're going to play me in the first team. So he kind of saw his arse and fell out with Mick McCarthy, and for that reason he ended up playing for England. But yeah, Wayne Rooney was very nearly Irish. Strike! Oh, nearly 1-1. Again, big deflection, back stick. Oh, big chance for Wales again. Swifty, sad that it would count Gay out of playing for England, but that's the way it goes. Yeah, I mean, and to be honest, there's a lot of English players born elsewhere. John Barnes, for example. I think Raheem Sterling. Wasn't Raheem Sterling born Jamaica as well? I can't remember. But John Barnes certainly was born in Kingston. There's a lot of players who would have otherwise chose maybe other nations if the rules were slightly different. But yeah, it's all a bit mad. It's all a bit mad. It's more, to be honest, I've no issue with like dual nationality and stuff like that. It's more when you see like Jack Grealish, Declan Rice play for Ireland all the way through, and then they look at it and go, do you know what? We're actually quite good, us. We're never going to play in a World Cup if we're playing for Ireland. So why don't we go and play for England instead? Don't like that. I've got a lot of respect for players like Giggs, and I mean, to be fair, even Giggs played for England in the under-15s, then he chose Wales. But yeah, Giggs, Bale decided to stay with Wales when they could have gone to England, of course. Cheers, Adam. Yeah, I'll have a look at it, mate. Yeah, I'll have a look. As soon as the live finishes, I'll get back to you. By the way, if you're watching this and you've not already, do me a big favour. There's 45 of you so far in YouTube. Do us a favour. If you've not liked this live, do us a favour and hit like for me. If you've not followed me, do me a favour and hit follow as well. I'm live every single day for the World Cup. We're trying to grow the channel back aggressively after some stuff that happened that wasn't our fault. YouTube punished us. And we've gone from nearly 25,000 subscribers back down to less than 1,000 on a new channel. So we need to get to 1,000 very, very quickly. Anything you can do, like, share, comment, all that good stuff, helps push the channel out more, helps let people know, we've got a great community here, we've got a great bunch of people. Gamer Guru, I would have hated it, but they was playing well and we wasn't at the level we needed if they've won it. Respect to them for it. Shell, I'm not liking for the Everton bias. There's 5 minutes added on at the end of this game. We've got 2 minutes already gone, 3 to go. Clips, you should have stayed with Premier League Dad Keeper, still doing well, like 2k views every stream. Yeah, but that's not well enough, mate. It's capped. That was the problem with Premier League Dad. It was capped. Yeah, because of the technical, we had 5 crashes in 9 days. 5 times in 9 days, streams crashed. And for that reason, YouTube basically went, not very reliable, this channel. So we're not going to send loads of people to it. So basically, it's capped. It's kneecapped. They've kneecapped us. And it might well grow back. It might well return. I'm sure it will. I'm sure it's only temporary. We were averaging 25, 30,000 views a stream. Minimum. Some games doing up to 300,000 views. We were flying. 20,000 subscribers basically in about 4 months. It was flying. But yeah, changes very quickly. It's all different. That's what happens sometimes. Cheers, Jelly. Thanks, mate. Mr. Al-Shamari, I despise Arsenal more than anything in life because of AFTV, some of their fans in general. Simon Jordan was 100% spot on. Wales chance, it's Lewis Koumas, it's 1-1. Get in there, Wales equalise. Get in there, we've finally got a goal. Yes, the Dragons get back level. And it's Lewis Koumas, what a lad, love it. Excellent header that, wasn't it? Fabulous. He should have scored with a header not that long ago. Great ball in from Nico Williams, who gave him the chance just when he came off the bench. But what a ball in from Williams, and what a header. Great header. Gets across his front man. No chance keeper. Wonderful goal. Wales 1. Ghana 1. Let me update the score quickly. There you go. Great goal. Maybe YouTube might have had a temporary ban though, and it might have recovered. Well, do you know what, mate? I did try for like 6-7 weeks. I carried on for 6-7 weeks under a cap. And it was one of them where I had a decision to make. I can either carry on throughout the World Cup and be capped at 2,000, 3,000 views per stream. Doesn't matter how good the game is. Doesn't matter how good the quality of the stream is or how good and wonderful the people are who join with us. Doesn't matter how good all the underlying metrics are. Whenever the channel gets shown to new people, they tend to like and stay and subscribe, but it's just not getting shown to very many new people. That's our big problem at the moment. Or that was our problem on Premier League Dad. This new channel is not handicapped in any way, and that was the choice I had to make. I can either stick with Premier League Dad, ride it out, hope that maybe it changes. Or I start a brand new channel, start from scratch, and maybe we do something a bit different with Premier League Dad. Maybe we do a talk show over there. Maybe we do something a bit different. Oh, big chance. Should have been 2 on that. Oh, Isaac Davis. And that's it. Full time. Last chance. Really should have been game over there. There you go, 1-1. Game finished. Game, set and match. Key, I know you don't hate Arsenal, but seeing as everyone else has said it, here goes. So, Key, why do you hate Arsenal so much? I don't hate him, mate. You know that. Right, full time, finished. Finito, Benito. Wales 1, Ghana 1. We've had a couple of good goals in this game. Caleb Yarenki and Lewis Koumas. 2 very talented young players. Who no doubt will have big futures in the game. Ghana go to the World Cup. Wales, sadly now, will build towards Euro 2028, where they are one of the hosts for Euro 2028, and I'm sure Lewis Koumas will be a big part of that squad. Probably the right result to draw. I would agree with that, Shahid. Yes. Hard decision, Clips. Yeah, that's it, mate. Very hard decision. Tough decision. It was one of them. You've got to look at it and go, which is the worst? Which would have been the worst outcome? Worst possible outcome, number 1, would have been that I go through the World Cup totally capped and I do 2,000 views on the World Cup final. That would have felt like, oh, gutting, right? Or let's say I start the new channel, we go through the World Cup and maybe we're still getting relatively low numbers, but it's trending up. I can live with that. I can live with slow progression. I can't live with a channel that's being unfairly capped. That feels like harsh. Feels very, very harsh. So, yeah, it was a difficult decision, but it was the right decision, I think. Right. Thank you, everyone. Really appreciate all your time, all the love. Really appreciate you. Premier League Jeremy Kyle show hosted by Keith Thomas. Yeah, we are gonna get phone-ins. I'm telling you, that's the next step for Premier League Dad. Premier League Dad is not gonna go away. It's gonna be a phone-in channel. It's gonna be interactive. We'll do maybe weekly talk shows on there. Plus our watch-alongs will always be here on the Matchday Tavern. So yeah, it's definitely still worth following, still worth subscribing. It's just gonna be different content over there after the World Cup. Very sad they're stifling you, Key. The thing is, mate, it's a robot's decision. It's not even like a human being. It's not even like you can appeal it. When I've contacted YouTube, they've literally said, nothing wrong with your channel, mate. Everything's fine. Everything's tickety-boo. You're all good. And I'm like, yeah, but it's patently not good. We were getting shown to nearly 1 million people. Now, not all 1 million people were coming in, but we were getting shown to 1 million people, and our click-through rate, when they showed it to them 1 million people, was sometimes up to 25%. 1 in 4 people. If you showed this channel to 1 million people, 1 in 4 were clicking on it. It was crazy. Absolutely fantastic numbers. Bigger numbers than Goldbridge gets, them sort of CTR rates. Fantastic stuff. But it didn't matter. We got shrunk down, and now that channel, Premier League Dad, only gets shown to 15,000 people every game. No more, no less. 15,000. So from 1 million, averaging about 300, 500,000 new people every game. 15,000. Big drop. Very big drop. So we'll see. We'll see if this one materially grows in a different kind of way. Is your tech better now? Yeah, totally new. That was one of the things I had to invest in. I had to go and get a new setup, right? Because the stream was the stream crashed 5 times in 9 days. So I got a brand new computer, brand new setup and everything. Right. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate your love. Appreciate all the good stuff, all the likes, all the comments, all the shares. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. I'll be back tomorrow. Netherlands v Algeria. Another World Cup warm-up game. Probably a little bit better than this one because both teams are at the tournament. It's in the US, I believe, as well. Netherlands v Algeria. Van Dijk v Mahrez. Please stay fit, Virgil. And I'll catch you all tomorrow. Take it easy. Have a nice night. See you soon. Take it easy. Ta-da.